Mitigation means reducing the greenhouse gases concentration in the atmosphere through the reduction of emissions. A few specialists say that it would be better waiting for more certainty about the climate change effects before incurring in higher costs, as reducing significantly and rapidly the GHG emissions has high upfront costs and benefits just in the future, due to the permanence of these gases in the atmosphere years after their emission. Other specialists, nowadays a majority, defend that the benefits of immediate mitigation actions would outweigh the costs of doing nothing. Yes, doing nothing has a cost, but in the future, because in order to counterbalance the negative impacts, adaptation actions will have to be taken, inevitably. Estimates of mitigation action costs that could limit the increase of the global average temperature to 2 degrees Celsius vary between 1% to 3% of global aggregated annual gross domestic product. Adaptation includes changes in infrastructure and processes to deal with the impacts of climate change, such as the sea level rise and extreme weather events. Adaptations are underway, mainly carried by the most developed countries. The costs of adaptation are proportional to the negative impacts of climate change. These actions affect sectors like agriculture, fisheries, human health. The ecosystem's protection is usually included in the adaptation actions. Estimates of adaptation costs widely vary, from $28 to $90 billion a year. But we must remember that the negative impacts of climate change will not be evenly spread across the world. And the poorest countries depend on international cooperation to finance the necessary adaptation actions. Mitigation and adaptation are not mutually exclusive strategies. In fact, the best would be executing both strategies together. Strictly economically speaking, the mitigation is more necessary and urgent, as it would avoid higher adaptation costs in the future. But, as we have already mentioned in this course, this is not what is happening in the world at the moment, despite the good intentions of the climate change international agreements. We'll talk more about these international agreements in our next video. Until then,